Amid massive protests in Israel to secure a ceasefire and hostage release deal with Hamas, the White House has said its latest deal proposal includes withdrawal of the IDF from heavily populated areas along the Philadelphia corridor. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller revealed that Israel also has agreed to the proposal, which the United States will put forward over the coming days, with mediators Egypt and Qatar to push for a final agreement. The United States has called for urgency and flexibility to finalize an agreement between Israel and Hamas for a truce deal in Gaza.
But there are dozens of hostages still remaining in Gaza, still waiting for a deal that will bring them home. It is time to finalize that deal. The people of Israel cannot afford to wait any longer. The Palestinian people, who are also suffering the terrible effects of this war, cannot afford to wait any longer. The world cannot afford to wait any longer.
The revelation by the United States comes a day after Netanyahu in his address said Israel must maintain a presence along the Egypt-Gaza border. However, according to Israeli media reports, hours before Netanyahu's press conference, Mossad chief David Barnea flew to Doha to inform Qatari Prime Minister that Israel is prepared to fully withdraw its forces from the Philadelphia corridor in the second phase of the hostage deal. The Philadelphia corridor issue, it has been a major sticking point in efforts to secure a deal to halt the fighting in Gaza and return some 101 Israeli hostages being held by Hamas. Meanwhile, for the third consecutive night, protesters in Israel's Tel Aviv continued to mount pressure on the Israeli government to secure a hostage release deal. At least 500,000 people took to the streets in Jerusalem and Tel Aviv on Sunday. After the discovery of 6 deceased captives in Gaza over the weekend, authorities reported they were killed within 48 to 72 hours prior to the discovery of their bodies. In addition to the protests, Netanyahu's political rival Benny Gantz also criticized his stance on the Philadelphia corridor. He said that Israel does not need to keep troops in the southern Gazan border area for security reasons. Its main existential threat is Iran and not the Philadelphia corridor. Benny Gantz accused Netanyahu of putting his own interests before Israel's.
The Prime Minister did not look the public in the eye and tell the truth, that he won't bring the hostages alive. He won't truly protect the southern corridor of Gaza, that he will not return the residents of the north to their homes, that he won't prevent Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon.
Furthermore, the United States has announced criminal charges against top leaders of Hamas over their roles in the deadly October 7th attack in Israel. Militant group's chief Yahya Sinwar, along with at least 5 others, have been accused of orchestrating the October 7th attack, which killed 1,200 people, including more than 40 Americans. The attack triggered an Israeli assault on Gaza that has killed more than 40,800 Palestinians. Out of the 6 accused, Sinwar is believed to be in hiding in Gaza, while Khalid Mashal, who heads the group's diaspora offices based in Doha, Ali Baraka, a senior Hamas official, is based in Lebanon. 3 others, Ismail Haniyeh, Mohammad Def and Marwan Isa, have been killed. The White House has said that Hamas has even more American blood on its hands and it will pay for the deaths of the 6 hostages. And President Joe Biden is working round the clock to get a ceasefire deal through.
Make no mistake about it, Hamas leaders are going to pay for these crimes. And he and his team, for sure, will keep working around the clock to get this hostage deal done. And this is a president that has been pretty clear about that. He's spoken about making sure that we get this hostage deal done. He's met with the hostage families.
Uganda's opposition leader Bobby Wine was reportedly shot by security agents in the country's capital of Kampala. Wine's party, that's the National Unity Platform, alleged that the attack was an assassination attempt. The pop star turned politician was shot in his left leg after authorities tried to stop Wine and his team from starting a procession that resulted in an altercation. Though police claim that the opposition leader tripped while entering his car, WION's team alleged that he was shot. A probe has now been ordered into the incident. A video went viral on social media showing WION apparently in pain with a wound on his left calf outside a local medical facility. The NUP slammed the act as cowardly and called it another attempt on WION's life. Several opposition entities and human rights activists accuse the current dispensation under President Yoweri Museveni of silencing the opposition. The US State Department has expressed concerns over the attack, saying that democratic space continues to shrink in Uganda. 42-year-old Bobi Wine finished second in the 2021 presidential election behind Museveni, who has been ruling the East African nation for almost 40 years now. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.